This is why I think there's nothing possible I could write about today. Something comes to mind. Open up a can of chili and cut yourself on the lid. How do you put Band-Aid on with one hand? Question I first thought of long ago. Even back when Band-Aids had that little string that ran down them and ripped off, and the string was always sliding out instead of ripping the Band-Aid off. They were hard to open. But now they've got these little lips with the adhesive on the top, which is actually a little bit easier to open, I think. But if you get your mouth too wet, pull them open, or if you're bleeding on the thing, it's hard to start. Once you get it started, you get the whole thing off. Hopefully you didn't cut your thumb, because trying to open this with two fingers is really hard, especially when you're dripping blood with your thumb. I was dripping blood with my little pinky, so that was not too bad this time. Still, the first thing I was thinking of was not, this is a great photo op for my website, so let's put the Band-Aid on. Peel off one side so the adhesive is exposed, and with the part of your finger, usually the back side where you cut it, on the part with the part where the pad is, you're still going to have some adhesive covered. It's going to get a little bloody, but it's life. You can let it bleed for a while, like normal, and run some water under it. Pat it dry. Probably have to pat it dry 5 or 6 times while you're doing this, and you'll probably be doing this on the bathroom sink or something. Put the spot where it's bleeding, where the cut is, over the pad, then roll your finger over the adhesive part until you got enough of the adhesive on there to make it stick pretty good. And lift it up. Now your thumb. Take your thumb or one of your other fingers that's not bleeding, and roll it around the rest of that side of the Band-Aid to get it on there pretty snug. Now what I do is blow on it a little bit to get the pad up, and be pushing out with your finger. I didn't do it with that finger because that was bleeding. And then to get your teeth on it again, get your teeth on it again and pull that off. And you probably didn't even see me do that. Let's see. Did you? I'm not sure. And you roll it around some more on the I can't tell. Let's see. 15. Then roll it around some more on the other side. It's bleeding. Get the other side of the adhesive up and flip it over. Hopefully you'll overlap it straighter than that. As long as you get caught a little bit, that's probably doing pretty good, doing it one-handed. I had a pretty good job on that little finger this morning because I wasn't filming it or anything. I wasn't pressed by time. I was just trying not to get blood on the bathroom and stuff. Okay, and there you got the band-aids on. I used to do this all the time when I was building those decks until I finally decided it'd be better to have some gloves on, some flexible gloves that prevented me from getting cut in the first place, because even pre-drilling the holes, turning those deck screws, you get little bitsy cuts on your fingers, the tips of your fingers, and you start bleeding. But finding a pair of gloves that are flexible enough yet still tough enough to stop that is not very easy. They had some at the lumberyard, but they were pretty pricey. $14 a pair. I wasn't quite as broke as I am now. Semi-broke, so I bought some and had a lot of stuff to rebuild. So I bought some of these things here. So I bought some of these things here. Safety Tradesman CLC means Custom Leathercraft. And I'll probably sell these on my site at some time. I don't think I've got them up there now. Well, I was selling them as an affiliate, but then Missouri changed their tax law, so I can't fill them as an affiliate anymore. So I'll probably add these to my site sometime. Originally, this is all I was going to sell in the first place. They're pretty flexible. I'm going to put them on. But even these, the seams in the sides, sometimes, not so much on the index finger because it's got a pretty good pad over here, but on the other fingers, the seam in between on the edges where it's sewn up sometimes comes apart when if you use that to turn the screws in. If you don't remember to use the padded side of your index finger, turn in the screw, you're gonna cut up your finger like that. And there's what they look like after about 2 years worth of use. I was buying new ones every couple of weeks when I was building the decks, rebuilding the decks. Even the index finger came out of that one. Because that padded side doesn't go up all the way on this brand. They've got other brands where they do go up all the way, but they would sell them at my own lumberyard. So this is what I had. This is what I got. It's flexible. You can pick up washers and stuff with these. Oh, I still can. Probably not with those. Can with these. But I wasn't really going to get into that. This was just on how to put on a band-aid. Because I wasn't doing anything dangerous or risky doing this. I was just opening a can of stew. And I got my finger on the lid. And I was pulling the pop up top. Luckily it wasn't a can of cat food, because I'd be really pissed off when I opened up a can of cat food and cut myself and had to go through all this trouble for that. Until I realized, hey, I can write about that this week. Which is what I'm going to do, and I think that's enough verbiage to go with this.